Hey, welcome back to Yall Be Good. It's me, Ralph, and Heather. Hi, Heather. How are you?
I'm pretty good.
Doing decently.
I'm tired.
Should we tell people that we are on the clock right now? We're at the shop.
Mm-hmm.
We're doing some haircuts today.
We're actually doing haircuts while we're talking.
We're talking. No, just kidding. But we are at the shop today, bringing in these new batch of episodes that we have. And today, we are going to share the story that we recorded with Felicia Pavlica. She is
a realtor and looking like lower, what is it? Southeastern
Wisconsin, Northern Illinois, or maybe
no,
I don't know if she goes into Illinois.
But she's really a big deal around here.
Yeah, she's super sweet.
Mm-hmm.
We don't just talk about real estate with her. We're able to talk a little bit about her background and how generous she is and just beautiful as a person inside and out. So it was really nice to sit down with her. It was very refreshing.
Oh, yeah.
And insightful.
Yeah. And we were starstruck.
We were starstruck. Yeah. She's pretty awesome. So without further ado, enjoy the episode with Felicia. Bye.
Bye.
3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Pavlica, you made it. How
How are you?
Good to see you.
So good to see
Come
you
on in.
too.
Heather.
Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
So well.
Hi, Felicia.
Hi.
I'm so excited you're here.
I'm so excited.
I know you're like my North Star. Gotta have you on. I'm like, if we can get Felicia on, we're there. I'm just kidding.
Thank you.
I'm,
Let's be
I'm
honest.
done fluffing.
Let's keep it real.
I'm done
Yeah.
fluffing.
Yeah.
I'm done.
I like it. You always keep it real, which is so great.
I try to. I don't.
Yeah.
Here's one thing about me, I guess.
Right? Does he?
He does
Yeah.
to the point where we're like, oh, are we going to get a bad review online?
Yeah. I've been in the bad habit of making more of like a racist comment.
What?
Let me walk you through this, all right?
Wait, I need to hear more.
Let me walk you through this. So if we have a first haircut come in, right?
Yeah.
First haircut, it's probably our first time meeting the family. Yeah. And we have a lot of beautiful white families that come through. And so if I'm the one doing the haircut and I go up to the kiddo and the kiddo starts crying, my little joke and banter is to say, don't worry, stranger danger. You got to tell your parents they need more brown friends. And it's been accepted very well. It's been received very well. It's fine. But it is fun because, they're not expecting that from this place, right? This is supposed to be a safe space for children. But if we don't have dark sense of humor, it's not going to work. So
You have to.
yeah, a little bit.
No.
We'll all turn to sociopaths if we are too cutesy all the time.
Yeah, very, very much so.
You got to do whatever it takes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just stay sane.
Yes.
I understand.
Thanks.
I'm Cuban, so
That's right.
yes. So I right.
You are. I
Yeah,
forgot
well,
about that.
My dad was from Cuba.
Yes.
So I'm like, half.
Have you been to Cuba?
I've not.
You need to.
Have you?
Yes.
You both have?
No.
No.
Oh.
I wish.
We have not
missing
been
out.
on any vacations together.
Does he look so? I'd like to make it clear.
Yeah, Cuba, 2016. My wife and I went on like a church missions trip, but it was perfect because we went with the leaders that we were working under at the time. They were Cuban nationals.
That's cool.
So we were able to, we saw Havana and the beautiful beaches and all the touristy things, but we were also able to go behind the scenes and see the way socialism has kind of ruined the country.
Yeah.
And we were able to see that firsthand. My buddy that we were with, his father-in-law is a doctor, MD, pretty, it's a good career in the States. We get there and they're just like everyone else, rationing food, making, ends meet. It's an interesting dichotomy of things there. But I tell you what, the Cuban people, and I've heard this of a lot of maybe countries that don't have the means of the American entitledness, right? Are the sweetest people. They, as soon as we would come into whatever town or village or that we would be in, automatic food, and these people are rationing their food. Automatically feed us. They would give us what they did not have. They wanted us to feel at home, and you got to go to Cuba.
That had to be life changing.
It was
just perspective on everything and
very
appreciation.
much so. Yeah, very much so. You see how we have it good, man.
That we do.
Yeah. So it was beautiful. Rolling blackouts are a thing. So you love the AC. We actually turned it down in here because it was freezing, or up in here because it was freezing. But you love the AC, and we were there. What month? We were there in July, so it was really warm, and we were fortunate enough to stay in like dorms that had air conditioning of some sort, but the electricity rolls, so they like conserve the power grid. And in the middle of the night, it just kind of turns off. I'm a heavy sleeper, or at least I was, so I slept through it. My wife, not so much. She woke up and she was dying. It's bad, and you get used to creature comforts, and you get used to them real quick. But it was nice. It was beautiful.
I experienced a little bit of that. I went to Tanzania, and so I was in Africa, and I'm taking a shower, and it's just, there was no more water. Like, water was done.
You're done for the day. Yeah.
Okay. Mid-shower. Doing it. Figure it out.
They could have told you that beforehand, right?
But when I imagine how Cuba was for you, that's how that trip was for me. Yeah. Just a perspective of
very much so.
And talking with people and just their gratitude and they're so happy and it was amazing.
It really makes you understand we don't need things to make us happy. There should be an inherent joy that comes with being able to wake up in the morning, having health, being able to get out of bed. I mean, those things are perspective, right? Like, you really want to be able to know that another day, another gift.
How lucky we are to be alive.
But unfortunately, we live in the hamster wheel of the rat race. And if it's not the biggest, best thing, then we do get a little down. And I'm guilty of that. I'll be the first to say it. But it's
easy to do.
Yeah, very much so. We're deep. Let us go back a little bit. Thanks for giving us some of your Sunday.
Oh my gosh, thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course.
This is exciting.
You have been in real estate for how many years now?
A couple years.
It's more than a couple.
I started when I was 19, so about 24 years ago.
But you come by it honestly, because your mom was a realtor.
Yes.
Is she still?
No.
She just helps you on your walkthroughs?
She did that day. It was so special.
That was awesome. I saw the reel you guys did.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So you come by it pretty honestly. You've had some, I'd say, mentorship in this. Yeah.
Oh, heck yeah. So much mentorship. My mom was an agent, and then just people along the way. Unbelievably grateful for the mentors in my life, and just so much gratitude for them.
It's awesome. That's awesome. Are you a native Kenoshan?
I'm not.
Okay, where are you from?
Florida.
Really?
I am.
Okay.
You not here?
I did. I blame my mom for that. No,
well, the Cuban side is showing now. Yeah, Florida.
Yes. I really like it here. It's just I love going home to Florida, and almost all of my family is there.
Wow.
And my mom primarily lives there. She's here with me for the summer for a bit, but I love our area with raising a family and how just that feeling and the vibe that we have. So I'm grateful to be here.
That's so cool.
Yeah. I love the sunshine. I do. I love going back, but it's great. I love Kenosha.
Married?
I am married to Dan.
Good old Dan.
That's right.
I've only had the privilege of meeting him like the one or two times, but Quiet man,
He is indeed.
stoic, strong.
Yeah.
Seems like a good dude.
He is an incredible man.
I can't wait to really meet him.
We have been married. It'll be 11 years in May, and together about 17 years. Yeah. And he is he's just an incredible guy. I'm very grateful for Dan.
2 little ones, and then you have an older one.
I do.
That I didn't know wasn't the what's her name? Who works with you?
Hannah. Yes.
It's not Hannah.
It is not Hannah.
For everyone watching, it's not Hannah.
No.
Okay.
Love Hannah. But
Yes.
no, she's not my child.
Sure.
No. So I have an 8-year-old, a 10-year-old, so an 8-year-old boy, a 10-year-old girl, a 25-year-old daughter, and a granddaughter.
That's right.
My granddaughter.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. She's amazing.
Grandma
is she?
status.
Yes. She is 17 months.
Oh my gosh. She's so squishy.
I love
So
that.
sweet. I was just walking around. I went over to visit them and was walking with her. She leads me. She just tells
Yes.
me where to go.
Yes, as they do.
Yeah.
Grandma status. Okay.
Yes.
That kind of leads me into a question that I had for you. We're just going to do it. How you stay so young? Yeah. What are we doing? What's the secret?
The secret.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, thank you.
Sure. Anytime.
I don't have that answer, Ralph.
All right.
I shared with you about that trip I took, and
Sure.
I'll tell you this.
Yeah.
I turned 44 in February. When I turned 40, and then they talk about this sometimes. I've heard other people talk about how your perspective, things change. Well, that started to happen for me.
Okay.
It's like, man, I love my career and I love that part of my life, but my family and just how lucky we are to be alive and just really being grateful for all the moments.
Yeah.
And just a level of gratitude and genuinely a realization I want to live life to the fullest and enjoy all the moments.
Oh yeah.
So I really,
Good.
I'm very grateful.
Yeah.
For
Plus
life.
she gets adjusted at Bender.
And we just had binders on.
One
Yeah.
love benders, all that good stuff. Yes, and yoga. So you just
Oh, you're doing some. Oh yeah, you hit
love
up
yoga.
Santorelli.
Santosha.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Santosha, very grateful for them.
That's awesome.
So yeah, all the things, doing all the things,
Sure.
right?
Sure.
Yes.
Sure.
I was
Sure.
gonna
Yeah.
ask you, like, you're always buzzing around. Always.
Maybe too much energy. Right?
Yeah. Can you have too much energy?
Never. Never.
No.
I shared with you how much I love our community and
Yes.
the small businesses within our community. You brought up Benders, right? Amazing. Santosha, you guys, right? All of the businesses and all the I love that. I
Yeah.
love that about our community.
Yeah.
Well, it's just going to get better because we were just talking to someone about how the downtown area is building up
Heck yeah.
like special things for, what was it? The STEM stuff?
I think there's a whole where American Motors and Chrysler was. That's all turning into like a
innovations.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
that one.
the school and the neighborhood and the vision that they have. And it's incredible listening to
It's so
all that
exciting.
they're doing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're excited about
It's
it.
amazing.
Especially that part of town. I'm glad that it's going to be in the heart of the city, right? Like that is a beautiful area, but also a little underserved. And yeah, I'm really excited for the future, and that comes with that because
I agree.
it's a main thoroughfare. I mean, it leads right into the downtown area.
100%.
Downtown is growing. I know you guys have a little footprint downtown.
I love the downtown area.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. We were at Pets. We were at the beer garden on Friday night, and the Kenosha Parks District had done the movie, right? The movie in the park.
Oh,
I'm
sure.
like,
Yeah.
Man, this is just so cool. You sit there and you see all of the families and
Yes.
all of these things that are going on in our community.
Well, that's the thing. We have family in Dallas, and Dallas is a big city, and it's sprawled out into the entire metroplex. So we had family 2 years ago. They came out for 4th of July week, and that's how I kind of explain what Kenosha feels like. It is at the root of the word. It's a romantic town. You have the sunrises over the lake, right? We have that downtown feel that's not a Chicago downtown. It is a small Midwestern feel downtown. Absolutely. It has blue collar families. It's got just a sense of community that overflows in Kenosha. And that's why we honestly love it.
Absolutely. Yeah. I agree with you.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you have to agree.
But I genuinely do agree with you.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I say that all the time. We moved back from Dallas to Kenosha to be closer to my folks and be with them. You know, they're not getting any younger. We wanted the kiddos to be near them. But why we invested in Kenosha is different, right? Like you can move somewhere and you can just be a fly on the wall. You can go through the movements and do the thing. But for us, it was really intentional to what we do with Little Line Cuts, invest in the town that we live in the city that we live in, and especially what Little Line Cuts was birthed out of was a sense of more family-friendly businesses in the area. Mm-hmm. If we don't take care of that younger generation, who's going to take care of us? You know what I mean? And so it's, we could talk about this town all day, but let's get into your story. Okay. Let's do it. What year did you kind of start? Do you remember what year you were?
2001.
How was it? How was that first year for you?
So not only did I have my mom in the business
That's right.
as such an incredible mentor and watch, and my mom, you saw that post I did when she was, she's so special because when she talks to you, she really wants to know your story. She wants to hear and she wants to listen, and she genuinely wants to help. She has this ability, when she was selling real estate, to put herself in the shoes of every client that she was working for, to really try to understand and want to help. So that commitment. So I had that role model right away, and I had an incredible broker, a broker who was a very strong, independent woman who just did not let barriers stop her from making possible what she was going after, and learned about goal setting early on, and whatever we can dream of, we can make it happen. Yeah. We've got a plan to get there. So I feel very grateful that first year, yes, there can be, and there was challenges, but I don't look at it that way because I had such great leadership around me. It's all who you surround yourself, right? Mm-hmm. And that's in business or in our lives personally, or what we tell our kids, like, hey, who you surround yourself, it matters.
It's who you are.
Oh, so true. Like huge. Well, so that's, what I'm grateful for now, right? Such an incredible team. It's not just me. Sure. No, it's a team. And at that time, the people I had around me.
There are so many people out there doing what you do, but you do stand out. You are all over our social media. You're all over Kenosha. Like, you've got your hands everywhere. Do you feel like that came, like you said, you put yourself in everyone's shoes to try to see what your people are like? So do you feel like that gives you the upper hand not upper hand in a bad way, but just like keeps you going? Because the market is hard probably right now with everything being fluctuating right now with like interest rates, and people are scared. People don't know how to start the idea of buying a house, or they feel like it's out of their price range, period.
Yeah.
So you're always out there. You're always like, we see your name everywhere. Did that come to you easy with that part of it, or was it something that you learned over time?
So I don't like doing things halfway, because I am all in. If you ask people around me a word maybe that describes me, as I've talked to them, I'm very passionate. I'm very passionate about something that I take on. And when I bought my first house, I was 19 years old, and my mom was my agent. And if I wouldn't have had my mom, would I have had that same level of trust? And I knew she was looking out for my best interest. Mm-hmm. You know, sometimes when you're buying something and you're like, man, am I being sold? Like, are you looking out for you, or are you looking out for me? And that feeling, and you know it.
That's a real feeling.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. And I was like, I love that I trusted that my mom was looking out for my best interest. Yeah. And I took that feeling and I said, I want my clients to feel that same way. I am here to give you all the information so you can make the decision that's best for you.
For sure.
And if you take care of the people, the money will come. You don't have to look out as how can I make the most money? No, it's taking care of the people. So there are so many great agents in this area. There are. I'm very grateful to work around a lot of good real estate agents and have a lot of friends in the business. But I'm very passionate about what I do. I genuinely care. That thing I told you about my mom really wanting to listen and understand and genuinely want to help the people, that's exactly how I feel. There were times where I go into people's houses and listening to their story, and it became very clear that selling was not the best option based upon what they were sharing. And they're like, but why are you telling me this? You make money by selling my house.
Sure.
I do, but you're going to call me again, or you're going to tell someone about me, or maybe neither of those, but I want to sleep good at night. I want to be able to be honest with people and know I'm doing the best I can for anybody, for everyone that I can, to treat other people the way that I would want to be treated.
Sure. Yeah.
So it evolved. I didn't start out at 19 years old, and it was a process. And anything worth having is worth working really hard for. No, it didn't come easy. A lot of blood, sweat, tears with that analogy.
Yeah, for sure.
To build something I'm really proud of. And I didn't do it alone. Making sure I had incredible people, and to not let my ego get in the way, that I am not the best at everything, but to be humble enough to listen and to make sure, hey, I'm not good at that. Would you come in and help me? And how strong could we be if we combine and we do it together?
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm answering that.
No, you are.
You are.
And as far as, and I told you, I give long answers. You gotta shorten it up. But as far as the community, I feel so grateful for the people who have surrounded me and helped me. And it feels so good. There are so many incredible local businesses that I'm passionate about. And I think being on the other end of owning a small business, you understand how hard it is.
Yeah,
right. You get it. And you're like, no, I want to do whatever I can. I want to drive the extra miles to go support that business because I know how it is. And the charitable organizations and how hard these people work, and the sleep that they lose at night trying to make sure that they take care of all the people in our community and their different organizations. And knowing that one person can't bridge the full gap of what's out there. But if we all do something, the difference that we can make.
Many hands.
Yes. So I get excited when I take something on, whether it's a client or something I'm helping with. I really get excited and I'm passionate to try to know that I did the very best to make a difference. So
I will say we saw that firsthand. I think we met a little bit early on in a professional setting.
Yeah.
We were trying to sell a house that felt kind of dead-endy for us, at least, because we were under the impression when we purchased it that we could do something that we ended up finding out we could not do. So then in the process of trying to sell it, we met. And I do remember that day. You came to the house, we sat at the dining room table, and what you're saying now is 1,000% true. It was a real conversation. You didn't sell us your service. You didn't sell us anything. You gave us options. And so it was, okay, we can sell. Maybe we can do some sort of other business idea with this. There were other ideas that you came up with, and I don't think everyone does that. I don't have too much experience in this world. But it is like the old analogy, right? Like the car salesman that's only trying to sell you whatever he can get you to buy. That's not the vibe that you gave off at all. It was truly I care about what you are going through and what you need to accomplish within this. And that's exactly what my wife and I, when you left, I remember us thinking, okay, I think we're in good hands. I think it is, it's gonna be okay, because it is nerve-wracking, right? There's a lot of money that goes into a piece of property or a house or whatever it could be, and you You don't just want someone who's ready to turn this around. You need somebody who's going to be on your side. And that's what we felt sitting down with you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing it.
Yeah, it was great.
It's one of the biggest financial investments we all make, right? Buying and selling a house.
Yeah.
And you want to feel confident that the person you're working with genuinely knows that.
Sure.
It's no. That extra $1,000, $5,000, like, no, like, let's break that down of how long would I have to work to make that much money?
Sure.
This is like a big deal.
Yeah.
Or making sure that you've got solid advice. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
So thank you.
That's what got you, and we mentioned it already, but into the top 20 realtors in the nation of your size. But
Thank you
still,
for adding that. I
there
wanna
is-
make sure.
There is recognition that needs to be understood, right? Like, you work hard for what you do, and you give the compassion that needs to be along with, for lack of a better word, the trade that you're in. And it really comes across. So thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. That ranking was really interesting. It was
Okay.
very exciting. I'll share something if that's okay.
Yeah.
About 3 years ago, I told you right after I turned 40, I made some changes that, all right, I set some really big goals.
Okay.
Like when I was right about 26, 27, prior to turning 30, I set some goals and I came home and I told Dan, this is what I'm going to do. I am going to sell this many homes. This is my goal. This is what I'm going to do. Dan is my biggest supporter. Incredible husband. He looked at me like, Felicia, love you.
Let's
no
be
one's ever
real.
done that before.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Sure.
come on, this is Kenosha. Are you going to be able to do that?
Yeah.
Let me show you. I was very excited. And so I set some big goals. So from that time, starting at about 26, I shared with you guys, I got licensed at 19. And so I met Dan at 26. So that was also, I observed the way Dan ran his business.
Mm-hmm.
I thought, wow, that's cool. He runs a strong business. He doesn't just show up and hope it all works out. No, he runs it very strategically. And I observed him. So I had all these people who came in my life who I observed. Said, wow, I like the way they do that. I want to do things like that. So when I was 26, I met Dan and I started tweaking my business and the way that I did things. And so from that time till about 40 years old, I set some big goals and it was very exciting what we were able to do. At the height of my business and the team size I had at that time, we sold over 330 properties that year.
Mm-hmm.
It was very exciting. But when I turned 40, I made some changes and being ranking and saying, hey, I'm the number one agent. That no longer was a priority. I wanted to be, my daughter gave me this bracelet and she said, Mom, I want you to have this. My 10-year-old, you're the number one mom. That day in that store when she's like, Mom, I want you to have that. That's the ranking that I wanted.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What are we working so hard for to be, right? So that balance. And so some of these rankings over the last 3 years, when we have gotten these awards, it's been really interesting. And I go to Dan and I said, well, when I made the decision to not work as much, have a bit more balance, I didn't think any of these rankings would still occur because it was no longer a priority.
Yeah.
It was just the business that I took on. I wanted to be the best for the clients that I could serve. But there was a shift.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? The way I'm explaining
Isn't that how it
Yeah.
usually works out though? Once the thing you thought was the goal isn't the goal anymore and you start looking at it within the perspective, then you surpass it 10 times, right? That's just how it goes usually. You talk about goals and you set those goals early. Are we still setting big goals?
Oh, we always have goals,
Yeah.
right? We meet as a team and we set the goals and we evaluate where we're at. But quality of life matters as well,
Yes.
too, right? I am so grateful that I have 3 children and a grandchild and an amazing husband, and I want to be the best. If you choose to hire me to help you with buying or selling, I want you to feel comfortable and confident that you made the best decision. You don't have to worry, well, is Felicia's head in the game? Is she taking us on as top priority? Absolutely. Every client that I take on, my family, they're important to me.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I don't want to miss the softball games and the wrestling meet or an event for my granddaughter. I want to be there. I want to experience those moments because this season, I'm really grateful for this season. So I have an amazing team, and the three of us combined, as well as help from others, right?
Sure.
We make sure nothing gets missed. So yes, we have big goals, prioritizing that for all the three of us, family is important as well.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, that's when I came here. That was one of my things. Was at my old place, I would set myself a boundary.
Yeah.
And I had my goals, but like I would set myself a boundary. Like, you can't do this because this impedes with other things that are going on. And I would keep walking over those boundaries. And so when I came here, I was able to actually set those boundaries and feel like I actually followed through with them. And there was more comfort here.
Yeah.
Because one of Ralph's things is I don't want to be the boss that no one likes. I don't want to be the boss that I don't want.
Yeah.
So he's, definitely creating that area.
Yeah, that's been.
I love that. That's so awesome that you feel that.
Oh,
Because,
100%.
That's been big within the culture that we just turned 7 years old
Yay!
as a business. Yeah,
Congratulations.
Yeah, on the 18th. Thank you. Thanks. Honestly, first real endeavor like this, I never thought 7 years later we'd really be chugging along as it is now.
I love your story about this business. It's so inspiring.
But yeah, so that's always been kind of at the forefront of things is the culture that we've created here. I genuinely, and we say it all the time on the podcast, people are probably sick of it, like mushiness.
You're mushy, Ralph?
Never.
Always.
Ooey gooey. I've almost teared up a couple of times on the podcast already.
I started to almost cry telling that story about the shift of the importance of So you guys make people cry on this podcast.
We try not to, but if it happens, it's good for the ratings. So just let it go. Just let it go. No.
All right.
But that's always been at the forefront of what we do. And I think as leadership, you have to kind of keep that in your purview that people are people, right? That's why one of the big things that I do here, I don't know if it's smart. I don't know if it's right. No, I don't know if it's smart. I know it's right. Is we don't necessarily keep a time on, time off schedule. It is when we're here, we're here. If you need to be gone for your kid's softball game, or if you want Saturday to go to the water park with your kids, block it off. Like, it's never going to be you have to be here because we have to make this goal, right? For the day. It really has to be an all or nothing. All or nothing when it comes to the team. All the team or no one's really in it, right? So that's been huge in the culture that we're trying to create.
And everyone here is really proud of what they do.
Yeah.
So they, oh, I'm not going to work this day, but I'll pick up a shift here so that I can compensate for missing a whole day or whatever. So everyone's really flexible, but everyone's really willing to work hard anyway.
Sure.
Like, walk-ins come in, someone will grab that, or she's running behind. Can I take you because she's running behind? So everyone's very flexible with each other, and everyone respects each other. And I've only had that a few times in my career because I've been in the hair industry for 20 years now. Wow. So it's like there's some places where like we couldn't get enough of each other. We just enjoyed each other's company. We enjoyed working together. We might have, there might be times where you're like, oh, I'm so annoyed, but you're able to talk to that person and be like I can talk to you like an adult and have this relationship stay and still work just as hard, but still be able to play a little bit too. Like, we have a text thread between the entire company, and it's like all of us. And there's days where it's like
good and bad.
I'm like, I've got to catch up to 44 messages.
Yes.
We have the same thing.
Yep.
Our spouses are like, what are you laughing at?
Sure.
Like, we're just
every time.
But it makes it so fun.
Yeah.
And you feel it. When you walk in here, you feel that culture and that pride that you talk about the business. Everyone wants to see the business thrive. Yeah. Everyone wants to be sure that they pitch in, and you feel that. And that is the same way that we all feel.
Yeah.
And just encouraging of each other.
Oh yeah, it does.
Right? I mean, you spend a lot of time with the people that you work with.
Yep.
Yeah.
You
more time than
feel.
Sometimes at home. Let's talk about the market. Let's talk a little bit about the nitty-gritty of your business.
Okay.
What's it looking like? I know. So, okay. So let's kind of backtrack. 2008,
Sure.
real rough.
Yeah.
It kind of took this big hit, right? And I know a lot of people either felt it or had to go into a foreclosure. There was just, it was a bit of a recession during that year. I've heard that it was a good buying year, right? Like if you could swing it, getting those properties relatively low, inexpensively.
Yes.
But now,
incredible opportunity. At
incredible
that time
opportunity. Yes.
But you are stating it perfectly that a lot of sad situations of challenges that people are going through, right?
Yes.
That's so.
So now we fast forward a little bit, at least in the last couple of years after COVID, it felt like things just skyrocketed and things are almost inaccessible now. How does that look like? Where are we? What's your temperature on that? What's your take on that?
Yeah. So we are in a market that is still in our area. And I did a quick video about this. If you go online and you Google, like, how is housing in the US, right? They'll say we're feeling a shift. Higher days on market, just kind of a bit of a slowdown is what crossed the nation. Like if you Google this. In our area, we still have such limited inventory. We talked about it, a lot of the growth and the great things that are happening in Kenosha. So a lot of the houses that we put on the market, we're still getting multiple offers and it feels very, very hot, which is exciting for our sellers and can still feel very challenging for the buyers that want to buy a house. But man,
Yeah.
so we are still in Kenosha. It is a strong market.
Yeah.
With very limited inventory, so great opportunity for sellers. But I definitely, there's great opportunities for buyers as well.
Sure.
There's so many programs that are out there and people don't know about them. Grant money opportunities, just different things to get people into housing. So if people want to buy, and there's a lot of opportunity to get there. In the video that I just did, I talked about it. Am I feeling a bit of a change over the last bit? Let's call it, over the last 3 months. Yes, there's properties that I have that are sitting longer than they were before. So I'm feeling it. Do I have concern things are plummeting? No.
Yeah.
I think we're just feeling a shift. I think people are maybe have a bit of a caution of, well, our interest rate's going to go down. What's
Sure.
going on? Is everything okay? But look at the prices of rent, right? So people say, well, I don't know if I want to be in Kenosha forever. Well, I don't want to buy and be locked in here. Well, if you rent and you pay $2,200 for an apartment and you sign a 1-year lease, I can't sell that lease for you.
Yeah.
It is much more challenging for me to come in and meet with you and tell you options if you decide you want to move to another state.
Sure.
Whereas if we buy appropriately, and even in this market, that can occur. We meet with our clients, we sit down, we listen to what they're trying to do and how can we help you best buy? Because you make your money when you buy, not when you sell.
Oh,
We
okay.
want to buy right.
Yeah.
Even in a hot market, we want to be wise with buying the best way possible. So if you buy that property from me, and in some cases, all that grant money I talked about, and let's say the payment could potentially be less than what the rent payment would be in some scenarios, and then you need to move, I can rent that property for you.
Sure.
I can sell it, right? We've got options.
Yeah.
So I think it's a very opportunistic market.
Yeah. Sure.
I just, that's how I feel.
With someone who's never bought a house
Yeah.
and they're nervous about the money aspect,
Yeah.
like I need a down payment.
Yeah.
I need a lot of money for a down payment.
Yeah.
Or they expect me, like when I rent, I have to show them how much I make in order to rent from the places that I've been renting from.
Yeah.
But like there's a lot of places where you don't have to show income. You just show that you have money. Like
Sure.
here's your down payment, here's your whatever. I'm in a place.
Mm-hmm.
With buying a home, you have to have, this is how much I make, this is how much I can afford. And I'm like, my friends are right now looking to buy.
Yeah.
And they do have a large down payment.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't realize that no one else, like she has more than the average. So she got really excited because she thought she was never going to buy a house. They were going to be stuck in her mother-in-law's house for the rest of their lives.
And they saved $1 million.
Well,
in
they've got
a good chunk.
a good chunk saved up. And so she, the nervous part of like, how much am I supposed to have? You know, I know
Yeah.
it depends on how much you're buying or like how, you know, what the bank tells you, but it's like,
Yeah.
how much down payment do you need to have? What are the realistic expectations of like a monthly, not lease, what's the word?
A
Mortgage. Yeah.
Mhm. No, that's a great question. And you run into a lot of people that think, well, I have to have 20% down, or I have to have a large down payment, or I have to have all that. There's a client that we're working with, and there was a grant that they were able to receive for $8,000 to put towards their down payment. And then City of Kenosha had a program that they were able to do a 17% second mortgage. So that client was able to get into a house with $1,000 out of pocket.
Wow.
The payment on the property, so the rent payment on that same type of house was $1,600 to $1,700 per month, right? The mortgage payment was $1,375. So and this a first time home buyer in that price point,
Sure.
that price point was $215,000. Now let's be real, to find a house in Kenosha for $215,000 can be challenging.
Yeah.
Are they out there? Yes.
Yeah.
That was a 2-bedroom property. It was decent. So $1,000 out of pocket and $1,375 for the mortgage that they're able to build equity with versus renting it for $1,600 or $1,700. So you have a scenario like that in that price point, or let's talk about a different price point that you can get into it for as little as 5% down. So there's a lot of options. And I think people are nervous, and I think the hardest call for them to make is to reach out, because I think it's not possible. You brought up having to show income. Let's take somebody who's self-employed, or they work really heavy tips, right? So they don't show as
Sure.
much. And so being able to meet with them and say, all right, well, let's get you set up. Let's be proactive, get you set up for success. And can we do something with a year if you show this income, or does it need to be 2 years? But at least you know.
Yeah.
And so you know. And so I challenge people. I'm like, oh my gosh, just reach out.
Sure.
Let's
Well,
talk.
that's the thing. I remember I don't want to waste someone's time if I don't have the money, and then you feel like you're wasting that person's time, or they're going to be hounding you and then disappointed because you didn't meet the criteria that you were told to make too.
100%. I like analogy, or the sayings, but failure to plan is planning to fail. And I'm not saying that's always, but it's by reaching out and having a plan, then you know what you're working towards. And I understand what you're saying. I think that's so common that people, exactly, I don't want to waste your time. I don't even know. No one wants rejection.
Yeah.
Also,
That's what it is.
oh my gosh,
Yeah.
right? Like, who wants to say, I'm sorry, you can't do this? And how
Or they laugh in your face.
right. Like, no, we're just trying to make it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like, we are all just trying. And so feeling comfortable with the person that you're reaching out to
Yeah.
to say, hey, this is what I'd like to do.
Sure.
Can I do it now? 6 months, a
Yeah.
year? What's it going to take? But feeling comfortable
Yeah.
to have someone to reach out to.
Oh, 100%. Because it's a very intimidating. Like you said, it's a big purchase.
Yeah.
and
Yes.
You're scared that you're not going to be able to do it, or you're not going to find, like, a lot of people are stuck up on the dream home. Like, this is the house I want, and this is the house I want. Like, I know someone who wants to move into a house that's like has XYZ and looks brand new. What is it? The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives type house.
All right.
Like, she
I'm
wants
getting it.
that.
Thank you for the visual.
Yes.
Good.
She wants like empty, minimal,
Yeah.
very dramatic, white. She wants that. And she knows that it's not in her price point.
Yep. So she's waiting.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's an option, right? You
Sure.
can wait. Or you could say, what if we did this? What if we bought right and then we stayed there 2 years? We sold that house and it gets you into that dream home. And let's calculate the numbers, right? Because, hey, this is your life. You guys are going to make the decision, but let's look at the numbers, right? So how much are we going to pay in rent over the 2 years? How much equity are we making in that lease? Oh, we're not making any equity, right? So we're just paying that money out versus buying right, selling that house in 2 years and using it towards that Secret Lives of Mormon.
Wives.
All right, Secret Lives of Mormon wives, right? Using it to be able to purchase that house. Or what about keeping it as a rental? So we have passive income.
Sure.
So we've got options. And reaching out to know the options versus being stuck. How often do we in life in different areas, I know for myself, where we get stuck, like, this is the only way, this is the right way.
Mm-hmm.
Well, wait, maybe there's other ways. What if I open my mind and there's other
Sure.
ways?
Yeah.
So I hear that a lot. People are like, well, wait, I'd rather wait.
Yeah.
But what if I can get you that house by starting here?
Yeah.
Would you just be open to me showing you the numbers? Can we just look at this as an idea?
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah.
the 2 years is
Yeah.
purchasing something, staying for the 2 years, that's to avoid the capital gains tax, right?
Correct. Yeah.
So basically what that means is I sell it after 2 years of owning it. It hits you a lot less on the taxes you pay out. Is that what that means?
So if you are currently, right, and I'm right now, but
Currently.
right, and I say that because I don't want to misquote anything. We want you to talk to an accountant, but for a single person, 250,000 or below, or for a married couple, 500,000. If it's your primary residence, you're not going to pay that capital gains tax. If it was a rental property that you're selling, there's options, right? You have the capital gains that you have to pay, but there's ways around it. You can do what's called a 1031 exchange to purchase another investment property to prolong paying that tax, kind of roll that in.
Yeah.
But yes, and it's just, it's exciting. I love real estate. Did you guys know that? I love real estate, but I'm a huge fan. My husband, I joke, I said, you married me because I'm in real estate, because he likes real estate. He had houses before me, but purchasing the rental properties and start building that business for yourself.
Yeah, for sure.
That working towards looking at generational wealth or financial freedom, or thinking about future, right?
It's I guess we should go back to when we met. We were trying to sell this house. We sat down. You were very, very upfront on all the options, but also not fluffing our feathers. You weren't selling us anything. You were giving us all the true and honest options, listening to our story. And I should say that you helped us immensely in selling that property. We were able to make it happen, and it was under your guidance and under what you helped with. So I should put that out there. I didn't finish the story earlier. When we talk about first-time home buyers, especially maybe somebody listening to the podcast right now, I like what you said about it not being inaccessible. It is. I'm also a firm believer in, well, I'm not a firm believer in
Wait, is he or not?
No. Well, in having the perspective, right? Having the appropriate, reasonable expectations. I am not a firm believer in it, because if you ask my wife, I'm like, I got to do X, Y, and Z all the way up here. And then she's the one who tells me, well, you should probably start here. And so
he wants to jump in head first, and she wants to dip her toe in.
I don't know anyone like that. The head first diver.
I think that's you, by the way. Yeah. I was gonna say the phone call and getting kind of laughed at on the phone. You know, we're quickly outgrowing this space. 1,100 square feet. I took a picture. What was it? Yesterday? Was yesterday Saturday? It was Saturday.
Is it insanity in here?
Fridays and Saturdays are starting to get pretty.
So cool though to see you guys.
It's so cool, but then it's like we're on top of each other now.
Yeah, it's cool. It was cool.
Now it's not cool. Like we need more space.
But now we're at the point where, as the owner, I'm feeling some sort of way about it, because I don't want people to feel inconvenienced coming to our business. I don't want, yes, we have a great product, cool culture, it's a great place, but if they come and there's nowhere to sit, if they come and they have to like stand in the corner until we're ready, like that's a burden that weighs on us.
The corner was the final straw.
Don't
put me in the corner.
It was nobody puts baby in the corner.
It's the corner, and then someone had the bright idea to put a chalkboard in the waiting area. And so now everyone's got chalk all over.
Yeah, there's chalk.
So they're
everywhere.
in the corner all chalked up.
We're trying to like.
Wow, the visual on all this.
We're trying to make it a little bit more family friendly. At the time, I was like, we're just gonna do chalkboard area. But we didn't anticipate all the chalk dust. Like the kids come over and it's all over. They look like they've run one of those chalk races or color races.
Yeah, color run.
All over. Anyway, so So we're quickly outgrowing the space.
Yes.
I have made some, just inquiries around, see what people want for certain spaces. But I, like you, had the conversation with Steph, my wife, of the big goal, the big dream. We like to say big dreams, little bank account. Because, all right, I haven't really said this out loud, but I'll tell you guys since it's us listening.
Okay.
We went to Disney back in March, April, and we're not Disney people. This was like a big investment that we made for our children at the time. So it's not like we're splurging all the time on this. I don't know why I just had to preface that, but
I was judging.
Yes.
I'm glad you shared that.
we're there.
Well, Disney is like the refrigerator with the ice cube maker.
Yeah.
Where you're like, oh, if you're successful and you're rich, you have an ice maker in your fridge.
So that's,
We were talking
you
about.
made it if you get the ice maker.
We were talking
So
about-
it's
I'm going to keep
Disney.
working for that. I want my ice maker.
Well, and
Yeah.
Disney is the ice machine.
It's the ice machine, yeah. We were talking about hangups earlier because we both grew up relatively lower middle class, and
Same.
you visit your friends who maybe got some money, and you can have the unlimited snacks, right? They have the good snacks there. Ice maker there, yeah. That
I
kind
didn't have
of
an ice
stuff.
maker growing up.
No.
My first goal, and not to make it heavy, because we're going to go back to that.
No, it's fine.
We talked about goals. I bought a frame from Disney and put my daughter and I, the picture of, because it was her and I at that time, my oldest. And I'm like, I'm going to work really hard. And it was in my office to take her to Disney. And that was like our first big trip that her and I did. And I was so proud
Yes.
of that trip. So I am
Yeah,
totally
yeah.
getting where you're going with that. Yes.
So we're at Disney, and the whole time I'm there, because I, like you, we kind of share this. We talked about it once. We're big dreamers, right? We're big goal setters. And I remember my wife and I are getting ready for like a day, and I was so inspired by what I saw at Disney World. Not only like what you see when you go there. Sure, it's awesome, it's overwhelming, but the attention to detail, the little things that go into making the Disney experience Disney, I was like, how do I do this?
An experience.
An experience. So when we're there, I remember I told my wife, I was like, don't laugh at me, but I'm going to tell you something that I've been feeling lately. I want to be the Disney of our area. And it sounds so, like, now that I say it out loud, it sounds so laughable.
No, it sounds incredible.
But
I love it.
But that's the goal. That's the goal. We've talked about what we want our next space to look like and be and feel. And it is kind of going towards that, where everything matters. Yes, families coming through, but I want them to feel seen. We want them to feel seen. We want them to feel known and heard. We love that we know your name when you come here, right? We love that I was just cutting somebody's hair the other day, and I was like, oh, last time I saw you, you were heading to Gatlinburg for a vacation or something. And they were like, how do you remember this stuff? I'm like, I love conversations. I love talking to to the clients. And I love talking to the people that we've become friendly with. And that's what it is. That's really the heart behind what we're doing. But going back to that. So we're outgrowing this space. We're looking for a space. I did call a place around here, and the guy on the phone, you get excited, right? He's trying to sell his property.
Did you tell him you were opening Disney in Kenosha?
I didn't.
Okay.
Not yet.
You said it was laughable.
He would have probably laughed anyway. But they told me what the square footage was and how much it was. And I mean, it's a big space. It's bigger than we should probably need as just quote unquote a kid salon, right? So I ask him, and then he tells me all the numbers. And then after that, he's like, oh, so what business do you have? What do you do? And I'm like, oh, we're a kid's hair salon. And he basically laughed and said, okay, well, we'll talk to you guys another time. And I was like, all right, thanks, man. Not even a little bit of a you can do it, but.
Did you go sign the lease right then?
No, I did not. No.
Is that in you? Have you ever experienced that? Have you?
Just the indignant.
Dig your heels in and just
dig
do it
your
anyway.
heels, sure.
Went to buy a car and they said, okay. that's nice. You talk to your husband, come back.
Oh, if they said,
This true story. Talk to your husband. You could come back. I was like, I'll actually take it right now.
Yeah.
Right. I said, Dan, I bought a car. But this is a story why. Like, you totally
Sure.
understand why. Just, right? Like, it's
the
kind
audacity.
of like, yes.
Yeah.
I'll actually take this space right now. Do you have 2 of them?
Yes.
I want both Disney
All of
spaces.
them. All of them.
Yes.
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna turn on the air because it's getting warm in here. It was
It's getting
freezing
heated.
earlier.
getting
It's
heated.
getting heated.
Okay.
I'm mad at that guy.
You should be.
I don't remember his name, but
No, we're
gonna call him Mark.
Do you have a favorite style of house?
Ooh, good question.
Like for me, or tell me what you mean. Tell me
So,
more.
like, personally, do you have, like, do you like a ranch style? Do you like I just forgot the word of it, and I always say it.
Ranch?
No, we do say ranch a lot here.
Yeah.
We've got 2 boxes of it in the back.
Of ranch? Not barbecue people, more ranch.
More ranch.
Okay.
More ranch.
Okay.
Clients, they
Yeah.
bring us.
But you've
They
got
bring you ranch?
yeah.
We have a guy who works for
Hidden Valley.
Hidden Valley, and he brings.
Thank
us
you for the
boxes.
backstory to that.
But you've got, like, old Victorian homes,
Yeah.
and you've got Magpie homes, and you've got all these different builds and different styles. Do you have a style that you like the most?
Yeah. I don't know if it's because I'm from Florida. I don't know. I love the water. So I really, really like the Allendale area and kind of the areas down by the lake and just that peaceful vibe of being able to see the water or walk to the water. I really, really enjoy that.
Yeah.
I like that. I probably am more drawn to a ranch style house. I believe that I like that because of it feeling a bit more open.
Sure. Kind of the floor plan's long, right?
Yeah, so just a more open floor plan. I am really liking nature. That sounds ridiculous. Not that I didn't like
Sure,
nature,
yeah.
and not have a hatred of nature, but just the peace, the serene vibe. So
Yeah.
having some mature trees and feeling like, wow, this is cool. So I would say a ranch style with either that. And I like the walkable community. That I
Yeah.
don't live downtown, but if I did, like, I would like that to be able to walk to things and
That'd
all of
be
our
cool.
cool small businesses
Yeah.
down there. I'd like that. But just the nature, being able to get outside.
Yeah.
Have you ever? I did this. I was kind of processing something, and it was a bit of a challenge. Take your shoes off and walk in the grass and just feel that
Regrounded.
grounding. Yeah.
No.
You need to try it. You want to do it?
Let's go.
Take your shoes
Let's
off.
go right
Let's
now.
go
We're
outside.
going outside, guys.
Yeah.
He's embarrassed of
trip.
his feet.
Yeah, I don't like my feet. But also, I remember
understand.
hearing this. I saw this like cautionary tale story of someone walking outside barefoot, and they got like some sort of parasite in their foot, and I could never forget it. Like, it was a real like worm or something that dug into their foot.
I know that putting your feet on the carpet and squeezing the carpet with your toes is very similar to grounding in the grass.
Okay.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
a la Die Hard.
That was in the first Die Hard movie. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try it.
Yeah,
I'll
try
try
it.
that. Yeah.
Grounding is becoming a thing. You're not the first person who said that. There's even you probably do it, don't you? There's a thing where you can get copper rods, and they go into the ground outside, and it like runs into your mattress area. So you're sleeping on some sort of like copper grounding pad or something.
I have not reached my copper rod phase
Okay,
yet.
cool. It's coming.
Potentially we circle back, next time.
Next,
I'll
yeah.
let you know if I'm at the copper rod.
Sounds like
yeah.
a plan.
Yeah.
All right, let's get back to it. What would you say to a first-time home buyer that is a little nervous?
Don't let fear limit you.
Okay.
Don't let fear. Like, be brave enough to reach out, to understand options, decide what you want. What do you want? Why? Why do you want that? Like, figuring it out.
Mm-hmm.
What aligns with what your goal is? You want a place that you want, because it's, how you said you wanted to create the experience. You want the business to be a true experience.
Mm-hmm.
Your house, like when I sell a house, I'm not just selling a house of 4 walls. It's the lifestyle. So I want a house that I can have. I want all the kids to come over my house,
Yeah.
right? I want to have all the kids. I want to have my granddaughter's birthday party at our house, right? So what are you trying to experience? So fear, don't let fear keep you. Decide what you want and go after it.
Awesome.
Like live out of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
Go after what you want. Live big. Dream audaciously. What is
dream
that
big.
dream? Dream big. I met a guy one time and he said, Felicia, I can have any goal I want. And I was like, wow, it's cool. This guy was really cool. He was a successful business owner and I'm soaking up. I love talking with people. I love that you are always, I love that. You ask questions and I have a similarity of that.
Yeah.
I like learning. You can learn from everyone. I learn from my kids, learn from everyone, right? And this guy was a very successful business owner and he said, I could have whatever I want. If I want a private plane, I can set a goal and a plan to get there. But Felicia, you have to like the person you have to become to reach your goal.
Oh,
You
okay.
have to like the person you have to become. So do I like the person I have to become to reach that goal? I know what I have to do to get there, but my family never sees me. I have no balance, right? I have to make sacrifices I'm not willing to make.
Wow.
So I might have gotten off on a tangent there, but
No, I love that.
just dreaming big
Yeah.
and make sure, are you going to like the person you have to become to
Yeah.
reach that goal?
Yes.
Or what do you have to do to tweak it?
Yeah.
Have what you want, but dream.
But not even in an. I would listen to that and hear yes, because in my head I am very much the big goal. I'm going to put my head down. I'm going to work to it. I'm going to take on a podcast. I'm going to take on the business. I'm going to take on all this stuff. And so yes, I would hear it the way you heard it. Do you like the person that you're going to become? Yeah, you have all the stuff, but are you liking who you are? But at the same time, on a positive note, even first-time home buyer or someone who's trying to move into that, there's discipline that comes into that. Are you going to put your nose down? Are you going to put in the work? Are you going to do the savings? Are you not going to eat out or get that Starbucks tomorrow, the next day, so that you can have a nice little down payment to put towards? That's also a person you have to become, right? Like,
Choose your hard.
yeah,
Choose your hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything, right? They talk about it all the time. Being married, marriage can be hard,
Yeah.
but it's choose your hard. So do you want to have a rental that, I'll get calls sometimes, hey, my landlord's selling the house, I gotta move. Or your kids, they want a dog, but your landlord won't allow you to have a dog. And those are kind of silly analogies. Maybe those are small, but it's choose your hard. Everything in life, you get to make a choice. How great is that?
Yeah.
But you also get the consequences that sometimes come along with it. Choose your hard.
Yeah, absolutely. Would you say the same thing to someone who maybe is thinking about making a little bit of money within real estate? Would you say that to someone who's looking at maybe a second property or setting something up where they can either Airbnb something or rent it out? Would it be also the same advice of don't be afraid to get after it, right?
You read my mind. No, and I don't want to simplify it, but it's true. Yeah. Don't let fear stop you. Decide what you want. So, and understanding what your goal is. I'll have people and they come in and they're like, well, I saw on TV, it's wise, buy.
Sure.
Well, okay, absolutely. Why do you want to buy? Well, what do you mean? They told me it was a good idea. Yeah. That's what I should do. Buy some rental property. Do you want to buy because you want cash flow and you want to be a landlord? And what's your goal? What is your goal? So I want to be able to buy enough property to replace my yearly income so I don't have to rely on that. I can have enough passive income. All right, cool. What do we have to do to get there? All right, now we need to reach out to this lender to get you set up. So everything having a plan. So yes, not letting fear stop you, understanding what your why is, and then making sure that you're working with the right people to create a plan to get you where you want to be.
Are there any common mistakes that you're seeing happen pretty regularly? Just, innocent novice mistakes, but they are still a mistake that you would make when jumping into maybe a first home.
Getting caught up in the pretty. So I had somebody who was talking about a property, and they're like, man, that one's ugly. Like,
oh, sure.
I don't really see myself living there.
Gotcha.
Okay. But what if and this is something I really enjoyed, throughout my career, is being able to help people have a vision of what it could be Because if I can help you see what it can be, and I can tell you, we can make a house prettier, but I can't move it. I can't. I want to be a creative problem solver, but I haven't figured a way to like move your house for you personally. It can be done, but personally. So if I can help you see past everyone else's saying they don't want that house because they can't have a vision. But what if we painted it? Well, right? Picture it this way. What if we took out these huge bushes and we did this? So helping you have a vision to buy in the best location possible, to make sure that I'm setting you up for the best equity position. So having a vision, not just getting caught up in what looks prettiest, but having the right people in your corner to give you good advice. To you make your money when you buy, how I said that before, to buy appropriately, buy right, to set you up for the future.
Do you see a lot of people who are not willing to see past that?
It's really interesting. It is a challenge. There's a lot of folks who have a challenge seeing what it could be.
Yeah.
But if they could see what it could be, it can make you money. So I've said to people, what if there was like $20,000 sitting right here? And I'm like, if we go with this, you get to take that. Would you then do it? Well, yeah, of course. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, you have equity with this one versus. So yes, it can be a challenge.
Yeah, because I know like my parents have always adjusted the house to what they wanted.
Yes.
And they don't care about resale. They just want to live in a house that they enjoy.
Yeah.
And then my friend who wants a secret wife's house, she doesn't want to put the work in. She wants it to be done. She wants to go in.
Yeah.
And I'm always like, well, if we did this to your house, because they have a house, like if you do this, this, and this, it'll be like 6 months of your time.
Yeah.
You're not even doing it.
Sure.
Just go with it. And then it'll be done and it'll be way better.
Yeah.
And you'll get exactly what you want. No. But I do this. I mean, at my house, I do the same thing where I'm like, I'm renting from a friend.
Yeah.
And I'm going to put new floors in.
Yeah.
Because that's what I want to enjoy.
Yeah.
And then I just took my vanity apart and redid it. And I'm going to do the same thing with my nightstand tomorrow. But
you want to love your space.
yes. Love the space you're in.
100%. 100%.
That's, I think, the tough part, going back to the expectations part of thing, because we do live in such a instant gratification world. You want food now, Postmates or DoorDash, right? Like we live in such a now thing. And I think the fact or the days of really putting in time and effort are dwindling away for a certain character type. But for those who actually know that the journey is the reward, right? Like you're really going to put in that time, and then you see it at the end because you put your blood, sweat, and tears into it. That's big. So we gotta see past the instant gratification.
Do flippers make your job harder?
Tell me what you mean.
Like someone who buys a home
Yeah.
just to redo it really cheap as fast as they can to sell it again?
No, I don't think it makes it harder.
Okay.
And a lot of the guys, so there's some guys in Kenosha who do that. They do try, right? They try. I think it's an incredible thing that they see the vision. And I think people sometimes they'll hate on it. They're like, well, what the heck? You bought that house for X amount of dollars and put this money into it. I calculated it. And you're making money. Yeah, you should be making money.
Yeah.
That's what they should be. And it's good for our area. They're making these houses better, which is a good thing. You're providing a beautiful home to a buyer and you're making it better. So no, I don't think it makes it challenging. And I'm not saying also on the flip of that everyone needs to take on a fixer-upper. I'm not saying that at all. No. But I believe if you can have more of a vision,
yes,
that can be
then you can get
that
more
can be
for
helpful.
your money. Yeah,
100%. Yeah, maybe people just don't know, right? Like they're like, sure, I would do that, but I don't have a money tree in the backyard. So, but what if we found a way that we could get something set up, that you had that money to draw upon to do it. So knowing options. I like to know all my options so I can make sure I'm making the best decision. Well, if you don't even know it's an option, that there's a way that you could get the money to do the fix up on the house that you have a vision on. So knowing options. What's your favorite word? Like when I say, like, what's a word that resonates with you? What's something that,
Man, I don't know.
did I catch you off guard?
It did, only
Yeah.
because I also love words.
Yeah.
Like,
In business, is there something it's like I think about, how I said I like the word passion or passion. I was thinking like something
Yeah.
that it was mindset. And you, like why I said I was so excited about your story with your business. It's like there was no limitation on your mindset. You decided, all right, this is what I'm going to do. I'm gonna make it happen.
Sure.
And I love that. And so I was just curious because so I bet as you process that, you'll tell me what your word is. But
honestly, right now, I think it's the journey. I think it really is. It's been interesting. But like I said, if you would have asked me earlier on, I mean, when we opened this, the first year I tried to sell it off to the company that she used to work for. Actually, it's a company out of Illinois, and they have multiple like kids salon spaces. And I was like, I've listened to a lot of podcasts about building the business and then selling it off right away. That sounds like a great deal, right? Let's just do it. And I wrote the owners an email, and they were like, sorry, we're not looking for anything right now. And luckily that's what their answer was, or else we wouldn't be here right now. I wouldn't have gotten to meet you.
Before or after you started learning how to cut hair?
Way before.
Way before. Okay.
Yeah, because those.
So like within the first 6 months.
It was, yeah, very much so. Because we got off the ground, it was cool. We were making a little bit of a splash and a ripple. People enjoyed what we were bringing to the area, and I was like, okay, my job here is done. And then we were also kind of going through our own like personnel changes and headaches that came with that. Honestly, a lot of it because of my noviceness as a business owner and trying to be a leader. I still don't know what I'm doing, but at the time it was even worse. So those were headaches that we were kind of going through. And in that time, it was like, let's just sell this off. Let's get rid of it. And I'll go work at Target or something, right? Like that's okay with me.
red was your color.
Red is my color. And
I love
khakis,
red.
red
Yeah,
and khakis.
Red and khaki. I love the word journey.
Journey's a good one. Okay, what about you?
So I posted a quote today.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I've been here all day.
Well, no,
I'm sorry.
but it's so you read my phone.
I
About
have
the word journey, didn't you?
I've hacked your phone.
So I was really excited about this quote or this thing I was reading this morning. It said, "Life is not a series of problems to be solved. It's a journey that you should be fascinated by. Not like getting caught up and like, oh my gosh, how am I going to make this work? This came my way, but like just enjoying the journey."
Yeah.
And I like that was something that stood out to me today. So it was interesting. You talked about the journey.
Interesting. Okay.
So you didn't read my phone.
I didn't.
Yeah.
I'm just we're on the same wavelength.
Yeah, I think that's cool.
I think it also goes both ways, right? Like life is not always perfect.
No.
I'm sure you've had real rough days. That's part 2 of what I wanted to ask you. But yes, I'm sure there have been days that don't look easy and don't look like there's a way out. And even that journey, right? Even that journey is part of the plan.
Where the growth occurs.
It's where the growth occurs. Choose your hard.
That's right.
How do you deal with tough clients?
Or disappointing outcomes.
Yeah. Or even tough conversations, right? Like disappointing thing. Honesty.
Okay.
Yeah. If I came in today and said, guys, I want to be blonde today. Like, let's
Now.
do it right now, right this second.
Yeah.
Right. You're going to be honest with me because if not, if I am not honest with you up front, I'm going to let you down later because you're not going to I would assume I'm not going to like the result. I can't get blonde in an hour.
Yeah.
Is that right? Not
Right,
happening.
not happening.
Okay. So just honesty.
Not with your hair intact either.
Okay.
sure.
So I might be bald.
Yeah.
Okay. But you tell me that.
Yeah.
Let's try it. Might be bald. Or, honesty.
Okay.
Right. And creativity. Right. Is there another way? Knowing we've exhausted all options and making sure that they know that. So transparency and also understanding that if you did the very best that you could and you feel good about that, you're not out there hurting anyone. You're not, you know, you did the very best and you were honest and transparent, that sometimes not everyone's going to be happy.
Sure.
And that's hard, right? When I was younger in the business and I wanted everyone happy, I don't want anyone not to like me.
Yeah.
And I'm really grateful that I'm not just saying that. I have really awesome clients. Like I really am grateful that I have such great clients.
Yeah. We feel that.
Yeah. So,
We're in the same
right.
boat.
You guys understand. It's not like a struggle that it's all these people that are just terrible. No, I think everybody's just trying to make their way. And so if you're honest, transparent, set realistic expectations, you don't have that. If you're out there hurting people and you're setting them up unrealistically, I think that's why we don't have as many of those unhappy, problematic situations, because we're not doing that from the get.
The Binders had the same answer, actually. When we talked, because Amanda, Lady Binder, she's very much, she said she's very much the people pleaser. And why don't you like us? Why why won't you stay with whatever? And then Kellen, Kellen, is the honest one. He's the one who sits down and has the conversation, the hard conversation, and it's honesty. Yeah.
They are incredible. I love observing businesses. And when I watch the way that they run their business with a systematic approach, nothing falls through the cracks. They greet you when you walk in. They make sure, hey, have a great vacation, or how is this exactly what you talked about when you talked about
everyone knows your name
100%.
as soon as you walk in.
The level of service and the way it's just, I love the way they run their business. So that's cool.
And I love their house. It's such a cute place. Did you see the picture they have on the wall of what the house looked like before it was a business?
Oh, their business?
The business.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's so cute.
Yes. Yeah,
I love that stuff.
And I get fashion ideas from her. She's the best style. Dr. Binder.
Oh gosh, yeah.
She always looks so cute.
Oh, 100%. We both went. I met her at the mom market.
Oh.
I didn't realize she was a client here because I'd never done her kids' hair. Or no, I had done her kids' hair once, but that was it. Like she floated between all of us.
Yeah.
So we were at the mom market, and we ended up both buying the same earrings. So I came in, and she's like, "Oh." And then, have you seen her nails lately? She's been getting really cute nails.
I might have to check that out. I can never choose. It's white or red. I can never choose something cool.
Oh
Yeah.
One of the things that I have personally experienced with you, and I talked about it with my wife more than a few times, especially getting to know you now and the kids being around the same school, is how generous you are. Truly, generosity just overflows within you. And to the point where I guess I'll be totally transparent and honest, it can feel dishonest. This is not a
No, I like it.
a dig. This is kind of, my wife and I sat down once and we were like, why is Felicia so nice to us? And then I was, it's weird, right? Because
No, I love this.
I don't
It's
think
like picturing them round table. Like,
Yeah.
What do you think?
but no, it was
Heather paid me.
That's what it was. It
Truth
was
comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember having that conversation and us thinking, I think some people are just nice. We're not, but I think some people are just nice people. Anyway, so your generosity is something that we've always noticed, and I think people see, and they are impacted by what you and your partnership, your team does for the community. So with that, why is giving back? And you've kind of answered this. Why is giving back such a priority for you?
Similar to what you guys had shared, my upbringing, my parents struggled. I didn't come from it was a struggle, right? Just to make ends meet when I was younger. It was very, very much a struggle. And I feel such gratitude that is not lost on me. I think almost embarrassingly to my poor husband, we'll go somewhere. I'm like, oh, can you believe we're here? I'm so grateful. The other day we were sitting on our porch and I was like, can you believe this is our house. He's like, Felicia. I was like, would you rather me just be ungrateful? I'm very grateful.
Sure.
And so there's just such a level of gratitude that I feel very, very grateful. I feel very grateful. 2020, right? COVID. 2020. 2019.
That's when
right?
I first heard about you.
Was during that time.
Yeah.
So we had a film crew come in. We were going to do our social media that day, and it was that March, and they're like, what do you want to talk about? Right, and everything. And I'm like, not real estate. Nobody wants to hear about real estate. Like, no. What about our businesses? How are people going to make it? What about the fear of how am I going to what the heck is going on? How am I going to make sure I put food in my kids' right? Like the real how are we going to keep our doors open? Sure. So we started talking about local businesses. And just like how you said, I have no idea what I'm doing. I love that because that is how I have built my business. I have no idea what I'm doing. But you want to go on this ride with me? Because I promise you, I'm going to care if I tell you that I'm going to care and we'll do this together. So I just started reaching out to local business owners and I was like, hey, I want to talk about your business and let's start buying gift cards to different businesses and let's give them away and let's spread some positivity. That campaign that happened that March did so much for me. Like the businesses, like seeing the emotion. They're going to make me cry again.
Go for it. Let it out.
So business owners that would be crying. It was like, you have no idea that by talking about my business and sharing hope and giving us something else to think about, the impact that it made. And so it was just the most incredible thing. And it really helped me. It just helped me connect with all the local businesses in our area. And I didn't want to stop it. It was so impactful in my life.
100%.
And helped me in such a challenging time with 3 children and wondering, this is scary.
It's scary.
Yeah. And well, that's the best part. It was a scary time. And you were being like, let's make this more fun.
Yeah.
That's how literally I saw those posts. And that was the first time I saw your name pop up in my feed. Because when I was working in Illinois, I didn't really get to spend any time here. Yeah. And I will say like that time also flipped the script for me for being like, no, I want to be part of my community. I want to enjoy these places.
Yes.
Because like with your post, the first post I saw was about Tenutas.
Yeah.
I had never been there ever. So I was like, I want to go there. I want to go try that. But like, that is such a that was for all of us, like not just like I didn't own a business, but I was like, oh my God, I can't do my job.
Right.
I'm gonna have to go somewhere else. And then it became, oh, everyone wants me to do my job at their house. And I'm nervous to do that too.
Yeah.
And
fear.
Oh yeah.
Right? Like fear and the stories we tell ourselves of, oh my gosh, like, so just trying to figure out a way, how do we spread some positivity? And one person cannot change it all, but if we all do something, we can make a difference. So that with my heart for local business, that started. Also at that time, we owned an ice cream shop. My husband had a commercial building that he didn't know what he wanted to do with it. And he decided, let's make it an ice cream shop. I said, we have no idea anything about ice cream. He's like, that's okay. And it was the most fun experience ever until we sold that business. And so I saw the behind the scenes of, wow, we don't have any customers. What are we going to do? So I have my real estate business of people who are nervous. How am I going to sell my house? I have to do that. Yeah. So, and being creative to see how am I going to do this differently? Yeah. And then understanding as a business owner, not just in that business, but our ice cream shop, how are we going to adapt? And being able to pivot and adapt in life, right? That's how we're going to survive. We don't want to just survive. We want to thrive. And we're going to thrive by pivoting and adapting where needed when necessary. And maybe to do the things that other people aren't willing to do. In a market you were asking in 2008, I climbed through lots of windows and I did to get into different houses when you couldn't get in, right? You take some of the foreclosures and did unique things, or going in these dirty houses or selling houses for $20,000. Well, didn't make very much money, and right. So doing whatever it takes to survive. So you have that part that started in COVID, but also the charitable organizations in our area, going to see them, out of sight, out of mind. We had no idea sometimes what's going on in our area because it's not happening inside of our home, but going in these organizations and hearing from them what they're up against every single day that's happening in our backyard, and you're like, oh my gosh. So being open to feeling, like opening our heart to feel, wow, I can't fix it all. I wish I could. I wish I had unlimited funds to fix it all, but man, I want to do something.
Yeah.
So being open-minded and going in, not being afraid to go experience it yourself to see what's going on.
Oh, 100%.
So those two things, those are really, really important to me, the local businesses and the charitable organizations.
Well, now that I think of it, that's how we
Our original meeting was, like talk
interaction.
Yes.
Was because we were one of the businesses that you guys purchased gift card to give away during that time. Yeah, that's how it came to be. And then after that, it was just smooth sailing. But on the business side of things too, I mean, you're getting the name out there, and you're really able to, not only share this positivity, but network as well. Like, so cool.
I loved it.
Yeah.
I met so many business owners during that time, and it was cool.
Yeah.
And then you didn't feel alone. Like and they would say like, well, we're all in the same boat. Well, we're not maybe all in the same exact boat. Situations are different, but shoot, we're in this, and it feels better to feel like you're in this together. Not on an island alone.
Yeah.
Exactly.
For sure. All right, let's wrap this up. Couple questions for you. What's
I'm gonna give you a short answer. You ready for this?
Short answers.
All right.
Favorite part of closing a deal?
The excitement. When a client doesn't think something is possible, and then you make it possible, and seeing the reaction like, holy crap, I got to be honest. When you said that, I never thought it was possible.
Yeah.
And you did it. So the challenge of being able to make something happen for someone that they never thought was possible. Seeing the impossible
You're
happen.
the fairy godmother.
Ooh, I like that. And I want a fairy godmother. I want a wand too. Okay.
I feel like
Glenda? Is Glenda a fairy godmother?
I mean, she's a witch.
Oh, okay. I got to think of a new fairy godmother name.
I think fairy godmother. I think someone
Felicia!
super old.
Oh, but my grandmother. No, okay. All right.
No.
Okay.
But yes, you can be fairy godmother.
Okay,
That's
thank
fine. What's a way that you love to celebrate a win?
I'm excited. I like jump up and down, and I'm so excited. Yeah. I have a lot of excitement when I'm excited. Are you asking what I enjoy doing the most?
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking more like you had a victory. Your kids had a good baseball game, blah, blah, blah. Like, are you going to like just talk everyone, like call everyone and be like, oh my God, this day was so great.
Yeah.
You're going to go and enjoy the peace and quiet and glass of wine.
No, I'm excited. I want to talk about it. And I continue to talk about it. Like, can you believe this happened? Oh my gosh, this is so exciting. We did it. Do you want to know what happened? Let me tell you. So I talk. Yeah, when I'm excited.
You're a talker.
I do. Like the Zen. I like yoga because I don't talk.
It forces you to be quiet.
Yes. And it forces me to train my mind to be quiet.
We're on that together.
Yeah. It's the coolest thing ever. So yeah, I'm very excited.
We talk about that too. I like my morning workouts. I'll go to the Recflex, and honestly, I'll listen to podcasts. One of the girls here, she's an avid gym goer. She's like, you listen to like spoken word at the gym?
You do what?
She's like into the, you need the hype song and that kind of thing. But for me, the gym in the morning is kind of sacred now. Like it's a time that I can shut down. I don't have to talk to anyone. As much as I love talking to people, it just allows me to be quiet, right?
I watch 1,000-Pound Sisters while I work out.
Yeah. All right. You do whatever it takes.
Everyone has
what motivates you?
everyone has
not
their
only are
thing.
they funny, but also if they're going to go out and do it, I can do it too.
Yeah.
Very true. Sodies.
We're all different, but it's finding out what works and doing it.
One thing people misunderstand about real estate.
Thinking it's impossible. Like just not seeing the possibility that's out there. Or that it's easy. Or you just show up. And like they'll follow social media, and they're like, you guys just have fun all the time. It is so
Sure.
how amazing.
You just get to be nosy in other people's houses all the time.
show up, and then you just wake up and things just rain down.
Yeah.
No,
There's not mountains of paperwork that you guys live under.
there's some other stuff that goes on.
Oh, sure.
Sometimes there's challenges.
Yeah, a little bit.
Lots of phone calls.
There's a lot of talking.
Ugh,
Yeah.
never mind. I don't want to do that.
You're out?
Yeah, I'm out.
The final straw.
You're
All
good
right.
at the talking. The paperwork part is your bad part.
That's
You're
where it's
so
at.
alike.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you have good people around you. Make sure you.
That's the team. That's
Yeah.
the
He
team.
calls us his blind spots.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
They're my blind spots.
Okay.
Yeah. Got to have them around.
Yeah, teamwork makes the dream work.
Dream location to own a home anywhere in the world.
Okay. I like that question.
Cuba.
I've not been yet.
Okay.
I can't
All right.
tell you.
All right,
Ooh, but I'll tell you this. I went to Wyoming in July, and I
Fell in
loved how
love.
beautiful. Yes. That was a little random tangent of the excitement of that. I've never seen exactly like that. Dream location. I was in Lake Geneva yesterday. My husband and I went out there, and we were watching all the boaters go by in the water, and I was like, wow, it'd be cool to have a house on the water. So dream location would be house on the water.
Like
Nice.
a boathouse or like one off the lake?
This is a really great question because Dan said, Felicia, we're not boaters. Like, how are we going to have a house on the water with a boat? I'm like, I think I could figure it out.
You
Like,
can.
I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
I could
for
do
sure.
it.
For sure.
Be a hardship, but I'll do it. So I think a house that you wake up every day and you get to see the water.
Mm-hmm.
I genuinely don't have to have a boat, but I would do the
But you
boat
want to
too.
sit on the dock.
I do, and I want to sit on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll
Roll
away.
With your feet in the water.
Is that the next line?
No, I don't know.
Oh, okay. All right.
One big house wherever you want it.
I was going to tell
or
you to ask her this.
100 houses all over the world wherever you want them.
So it depends on the season of life. So I say that.
Yes, it sounds like you've been asked this one before.
Yeah.
Well, because my daughter plays for a softball team, and I did not quite know.
The travel
Oh
aspect
my
of it.
goodness! So, and she loves it. So I would say, because I love seeing all the different places, travel is one of my favorite things to do. It would be multiple different places so I can experience it all. But right now in this season of life, I can't, like, that wouldn't be, because I won't give up on this season to enjoy her enthusiasm of like making the play. That's so cool because it's just so awesome. So it depends on the season.
Oh, I get
Depends on the
that.
season of life.
Yeah. Well, especially because you have kids. You can't be selfish and be like 1,000 houses that I'll live in whenever I want.
Yeah.
It has to be. Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see what the future holds. But for now, I want to be the house that the kids want to bring their friends to, and I get to know everyone. I like that. I'm really enjoying that. That's happening now, and it's fun.
We're kind of in that season right now
Yeah.
too. We have one going into 8th grade, one 6th grade, and then the third grader now?
The baby.
The baby, 3rd grade.
Second.
Second,
She's going into 2nd?
She's going in a second.
I was gonna say, because then they'd be in the same class.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah.
because Cash is going into 3rd. Yeah.
Yeah, younger.
Okay.
Younger.
I mean, that works if they can be in the same class. I think that'd be fun. But
We're in that boat right now where we're well, I don't know if we talked about this. We're in the process of trying to buy my parents' house. And so it's cool on a couple different aspects because it's the house that I grew up in
that's so cool.
for like middle through high school and then kind of growing up.
Yeah.
But that's when, you have all your high school friends, right? That we were the house. We were also the pastor's house. So people would come over and we'd always have people around. And I'm excited about that being the house for my kiddos to do the same thing, like come over, wreck the house. I would much rather have you at our house than out on the street somewhere, right? So we're in that boat now, and I'm excited about it. But like I said, it's everything has its own time and season and struggle that comes along with it. But we're hoping.
I like that you brought that up about the struggle. And I think so often we talked about, like, even in business where you see all the positives. You're like, no,
No
struggle.
Yeah.
Struggle's there,
Oh.
right? Like,
Yeah.
the
Well, like-
unexpecteds that life that just come up.
Well, and
Being able-
sometimes when you're doing great in one area of your life, the other one's not doing so hot, and that's I feel like that balance is the biggest struggle, especially like you both have children, and I don't know if you feel like you spend more time here than at home.
Yeah, there's definitely some parent guilt that creeps in for sure. Or even now that I'm taking on more stuff, right? Like the podcast needs to get edited, it needs to get shot, it needs to get done. So sitting in an office at a computer when my kids maybe want to play or do something, there is parent guilt that comes into that. And the balance of it all is is why we don't do more. We set it up so we can only record 4 or 5 episodes. We did 5 episodes in 2 days, and that way I only take up 2 days of an actual be away from the family day with the podcast. So
An intentional plan.
an intentional plan. Yeah. How can people find you? How can people reach out to you?
Just yell, Felicia.
There's a bat signal
There is.
that goes to Felicia when they need you. Yeah.
I want one.
We're going to do it.
Okay, good. Anyway, text, call, Instagram, Facebook. You can write me a letter.
All the stuff.
Yeah, just reach out.
Cool.
Yeah,
Awesome.
but reach out.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
Don't let fear stop you from reaching out.
that's right. That's right.
Well, you don't know until you ask, right?
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Any-
Some client said that one time. He's like, Felicia, closed mouths don't get fed. Gotta ask. Yeah.
It's very true. A buddy of mine said, screaming baby gets the bottle.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. He was saying it more because he was whining about wanting to get something, and then the finance department wouldn't approve it, and then we just kept asking and asking.
Okay.
And we finally got it.
That's
so it was
good.
good.
Persistence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was back in the good old days when we had like real people jobs, and there was a finance department that we could just ask for things. Yeah. Nowadays.
I've never known that.
Okay. Any last words of encouragement to young professionals or aspiring entrepreneurs? Because I know you've done this a couple of times. You've talked to some of the younger generation coming up. Any last words?
Dream. I'll go into people's houses. This recently has happened in the last month, more than one occasion. And they had this beautiful painting. And I was like, wow, you're a beautiful, amazing artist. They're like, well, yeah, we started after retirement. They're like, we didn't know we had this skill. And it made me start thinking, we focus solely on this one thing that we think that's all we can do, that we don't allow ourselves the opportunity to dream and to realize, to like untap our full potential. And I think just stepping back to slow down, to dream, is that counter, but
Yeah.
to just really decide what you want and not let fear keep you, or think, that's not possible for me. It's cool you do it, or the must be nice mentality. Sure, you did it, but I don't have the means. And I'm like, no, you don't have to. You have to have the dream, the why, and going after it.
Yeah.
So to figure out, because if you find what you align with, it's where the magic, like the beauty, and you're going to be great at it.
Sure.
Right? I don't know if that answered it, but
It does.
Really?
It does. Yeah. I'm inspired by it too, especially seeing I come across these like little motivational memes every once in a while. And I guess, who was it? Colonel Sanders didn't start KFC until he was in his like 60s or 70s, I think. There were all these entrepreneurs who started their big thing late in life. And I think about it a lot sometimes too, because I just turned the ripe old age of 38.
nice.
And I think like, am I behind? I think, am I this or that? But then I also think there's still half a lifetime ahead of me. Like, sure, say I go into my 60s, 70s, God willing. There's so much time left. And I want to think that way, even though it's hard to think that way sometimes. But I get motivated by that.
I love it.
Yeah.
Napoleon Hill, whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. Right? So start dreaming audaciously, figuring out, like whether it's journaling, figuring out what's that look like? Like if you genuinely, I was like, what do you want? What do you want to see your days look like? What do you want to achieve? What do you want? Like, what do you want?
Yeah.
And going after it, and being humble enough to, and not letting ego stand in the way, to reach out to as many people as possible, and not taking the no as, you know what, that's okay. Having that strong mindset that that's one more no closer to a yes.
Yeah.
This is getting me there, but going after it.
Well, I feel like so many people give up when they're not good at it immediately, or it doesn't happen immediately. And it is that, like, you get better each time. Like you said earlier, you grow when things go wrong. So then use that for your next attempt.
100%. Everyone who's successful at anything, they all went through that. But I was reading something and they said, but the difference is they didn't quit. They didn't quit. Where others are like, well, screw it. That didn't work for me. And clearly I'm not made for that. No. If your approach didn't work, change your approach.
Yeah.
Like, if you really want it,
Let's work after
let's
it.
make it happen.
Felicia, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming by.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
of course. We were super excited to have you and just hear from the best of the best. Thank you so much for spending some Sunday with us.
I'm honored.
I know we took you away from your beautiful babies, but we'll send you back.
Well, I had a blast talking with you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Well, that's a wrap for today's episode of Yall Be Good. And as always, a reminder that we are a project of Little Lion Cuts. We hope you've enjoyed these stories just as much as we have enjoyed sharing them. Every family has a story, and we're just grateful that we get to hear yours too. If you've enjoyed today's episode and you think someone else might need to hear it, don't forget to share this podcast with them. And hey, while you're at it, be sure to subscribe and leave us a review. That really does go a long way. You definitely don't want to miss out on any of the real, raw, and inspiring conversations we've got lined up. And we'd love to hear your stories too. So go ahead and find us on Instagram at Yall Be Good Pod, or drop us a message with your thoughts. And until next time, y'all be good.